of the vital functions of the United States government is to establish and maintain diplomatic relations with other countries. In every friendly and civilized nation in the world, there is an American embassy or legation. Whether it is Paris or Cairo, Shanghai, or any other remote outpost, the most reliable and confidential means of communication is the courier service. Armed only with his passport, the courier, like a global postman, delivers the top secret dispatches of our government.
Possibility.
Name?
Stephen McQuinn.
Profession?
Diplomatic courier.
From the sea, Tangier looks like an ancient Roman arena split down the middle, exposing a teeming, restless populace. 8 nations administer this squalid Moroccan seaport, one of the last international zones in the world. A few square miles in which a man can live without papers, where he can find security or a fortune, and where violence is a way of life.
Hospital, Countess?
No, Grigory.
Countess Kowalewski.
Sit back, Mr. Novak. It is only a flesh wound, but you must be quiet.
Thank you. Thank you. You are too kind, Countess.
Tangier, except at night, when he wraps her in a shawl of stars.
Hello.
I am Marie Clozel,
I'm Steve McQuinn.
United States diplomatic courier.
That's right.
I asked General Bouclier all about you. Tell me, where's the Comtesse?
I don't know. I can't understand it. I've never known the Countess to be late to one of her own soirees.
You've been invited often, Mr. McQuinn?
Well, I have an open invitation whenever I'm in Tangier.
You are fortunate. Invitations to the Comtesse's weekly parties are much sought after.
Countess Kowalewska and I are old friends.
You are doubly fortunate.
I think so. She's a remarkable woman. Who else would entertain the Spanish administrator, the French military commander, and the leader of the Arab nationalist movement all in the same room?
Without a whisper of politics or intrigue.
I wouldn't go that far.
She is remarkable, though. To live above the city like this, surrounded by beautiful things, and only the most interesting and influential people.
Tell me, who are you? Where do you come from?
From another world. Down there.
Is this world really so different? I mean, when you strip away all this plush and glitter.
Only in one way, I think. Down there, people are quicker to hate. And, quicker to love. Would you care to see my world, Mr. McQuinn?
Good evening, Stephen.
Good evening, Countess. You're as breathtaking as ever.
And you are a charming liar, Stephen. Don't ever change. So you came after all, Mademoiselle Claudel.
Naturally. Your villa is all I have heard, Comtesse.
Thank you. Please enjoy yourself. Stephen, may I speak with you?
Yes, certainly.
You will excuse us, my dear.
Of course.
Excuse me.
The doctor has just left, Countess. He will call again tomorrow.
Thank you, Gregory. Now, please look after our guests.
Yes.
How do you feel, Mr. Novak?
Oh, better. Thank you, Countess.
I've brought Mr. McQuinn of the United States Consulate.
No, please don't move, Miss Novak.
You're very kind.
Thanks to the Countess, you're lucky to be alive.
Many of our countrymen are grateful, owe their lives to the Countess.
You're Bulgarian?
From Drakovice, a little village near the Albanian border. I'm a schoolmaster.
Who tried to kill you, Mr. Novak?
A secret police agent. But I have committed no crime, Mr. McQuinn. I left Bulgaria for political reasons. As God is my judge, I'm not a criminal.
Can you help him get an American visa, Stephen?
I'll speak to the consul, but we have a strict quota system, you know. He may have a long wait.
Every moment counts, Mr. McQuinn. They know that I am in Tangier. They'll find me.
I'll do everything I can to help you, Mr. Novak.
Thank you, Stephen.
I'll speak to the consul tonight. Better yet, I'll call him now.
Mr. McQueen, Mademoiselle Clausel asked me to tell you. She was called away, sir, and give you this.
Oh, thank you. Grigori, tell the Countess I'll be seeing the consul later tonight, and that I had to go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, for the Countess's charities.
Thank you, sir.
A drink for boys. Oh, I am sorry, that was unkind.
Mademoiselle Clausel?
Yes.
I
I know all about you. You are Victor Radovan, newly arrived agent of the Bulgarian secret police. This is your first post. You are 22, ambitious, and dedicated. Why do you look surprised? It is my business to know these things. Otherwise, you would not have come to me for help. Now, what is it you want?
I am looking for a schoolmaster named Julius Novak. I must find him.
Before you are replaced by a more experienced man? Do not blush for your ambition, Victor. Blush only for failure. Now, when did you see this Novak?
On the street of Limon. Tonight, I shot at him, but he escaped in a Rolls-Royce.
A Rolls-Royce?
Mademoiselle, I have already checked. There are 11 such cars in Tangiers. Do not have time to trace them all by midnight.
Midnight?
Will you tell Mademoiselle Clausel I'm here?
Might have helped him to escape?
Perhaps.
I am authorized to pay 40,000 British pounds for him.
A very important man, this schoolmaster.
He is a traitor, a reactionary who should have...
Tell the gentleman I'll be with him in a moment. You will wait here.
Then you will help me?
For 40,000 pounds, naturally. How do you like my world, Steve?
Oh, it's exciting. Colorful.
But savage and dirty.
Hey, take that chip off your shoulder.
Forgive me. I only have a moment. Tell me, do you think you can get an American visa for this Novak? Well, it was I who put him in touch with the Countess.
Oh. Well, I'm talking to the consul tonight, but frankly, I don't have much hope for quick action.
Oh?
Well, there are 1,000,001 nice, little, unimportant people like him trying to get to the States. It takes time.
Of course. But while he is waiting, Novak should be safe at the Countess's villa. Where could he be safer?
Nowhere. I'd hate to try and snatch him without a nod from the Countess. Grigori and the other servants are old hands at bodyguarding. But I didn't come here to discuss Novak.
Oh, I am sorry, Steve. There is something I must do.
Oh, can't it wait?
I wish it could. Fanny, Shari, my house is yours. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, thanks.
How soon can you get this 40,000 pounds?
Immediately. Why, do you know Vegas?
Come with me, quickly. I will tell you what to do on the way. Geray. Countess Kovalevska, may I present Mr. Victor Radovan of the Bulgarian police?
Countess.
Mr. Radovan, you are not welcome here.
I'm sorry to intrude, Countess, but I have a duty to perform. I only ask a few moments of your time.
Please be brief.
Thank you. I know how you feel about the present regime in our country. Officially, I cannot agree, but privately...
What is it you wish, Mr. Radovan?
Julius Novak. I do not know what story he has deceived you with, but I am quite sure that you would not knowingly protect a murderer.
A murderer?
Show her the photograph.
He was a local official. His wife and child were in the car with him.
Novak did this?
Because of a reprimand over a minor infraction.
It's unbelievable.
That a sane man could do this thing, yes. But Novak is not sane.
Not sane? How do I know you are telling the truth?
If he were only another dissident schoolmaster, would I be authorized to offer you 20,000 British pounds for him?
Mr. Radovan is prepared to deliver the money immediately, Countess.
Countess, I could have killed Novak when he got into your car tonight, but I deliberately aimed to one side. My orders are to bring him back for fair trial.
Of course, the money is of secondary consideration, Countess. But think of your charities, of the good you could do.
I've thought of little else.
I imagine it would be most tragic for you, Countess, if your charities were suddenly to become bankrupt.
I know. It is difficult to turn over a man who has trusted you, Countess. But every fugitive is not necessarily a worthy person.
I must have time to think.
I'm not just thinking of this man, Countess. I am thinking of your safety. This man is a psychopathic killer.
He's a nice little guy, Carl. He swears he's not a criminal, just an unimportant schoolmaster that got a stomach full of the political setup.
Well, he's probably the most important little schoolmaster in the world today.
Come again?
Our information is sketchy, but it seems Novak was bicycling down a country road when he saw something he wasn't meant to see.
Like what?
The assassination of a high government official, his wife and child, by his own police.
Well, why didn't Novak tell me that?
Well, I imagine he's afraid to talk to anyone again.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, being a loyal citizen, Novak telephoned police headquarters in Sofia, told them what he saw. They ordered him to stay in his own house, to talk to no one until he received further instructions.
Well, what's so unusual about that?
You remember the Thompson case?
Thompson? Oh, you mean the American oil man who's being held prisoner by the Bulgarians?
Yes, that's the one. The whole thing is a trumped-up charge. Thompson is accused of the murder of the official. It's preposterous. But there's only one witness to the actual murder.
That's Novak.
And when Novak was tipped the police were on their way to silence him permanently, he took off.
I don't blame him.
Now, come on, Steve. Let's see if we can do something for Novak.
The Countess will be with you in just a moment, gentlemen.
Thank you.
When our ambassador in Sofia notifies the Bulgarian Foreign Office that we have Novak, they'll have to release Thompson.
And if they don't?
Ah, but they will. They wouldn't want us to put Novak on the air, beam his story right into their laps.
Stephen, Mr. Anderson. What an unexpected surprise.
Good evening, Countess.
It's all arranged, Countess. Novak will be granted a visa immediately.
That won't be necessary. I've turned Mr. Novak over to the Bulgarian police. Thank you for your interest, gentlemen. Good night.
Well, there's your impoverished aristocracy, Steve. She's sold out. See if you can learn where they've taken Novak. I'll alert our intelligence people.
Right.
Stephen, I have said good night. The matter is closed.
Where did they take him, Countess?
You are disappointed in me, Stephen.
Where's Novak?
I cannot tell you.
Why not? Was that part of your bargain?
A bargain suggests an exchange of valuables. What makes you think there was a bargain?
Because they couldn't have gotten Novak out of here any other way. How much did they deposit to your charities this time?
20,000 British pounds.
How could you, of all people, sell out a man who trusted you? And to a regime that you hate?
Am I so different from other people in this corrupt world? Look around you, Steve. The perfect background for a countess without a country. Isn't it gracious? Isn't it charming? But there is one flaw. It all belongs to Marija Clausel.
Marija?
Yes. She holds every loan. She bought them. So you see, Stephen, how a countess survives. From the proceeds of a charity box. And every day, her shame and resentment grow. And inside, she dies a little. Yes, I sold Julius Novak. His freedom for mine.
You didn't sell him, you killed him.
They told me he was a criminal.
You don't really believe that?
Am I the Almighty? That I should know the real truth behind man's words?
For the record, Novak witnessed a murder for which an innocent man was arrested. It was all carefully planned for propaganda purposes. Novak is the only one who can testify to the real truth. They've got to silence him. If it hadn't been for you, we could have saved him. We could have gotten him to America.
Stephen.
Yes?
They took him to the Café Tangier. A secret police agent named Radovan and Marija Clausel.
Marija?
Yes. She brought him. I don't know how she learned that I was hiding Novak.
Well, thank you. Maybe it's not too late.
Wait. Take it. It may help. Stephen, can you forgive a selfish woman?
I can. But can Novak?
Steve, how nice. Get out. Come, Steve, sit down.
Where's Novak?
Novak?
I just left the Countess. She told me everything. Where's Novak?
Radovan killed him.
Don't lie to me. He wouldn't dare do that. That'll happen when Novak is returned to Bulgaria, after he's been positively identified.
You are smart, Steve.
No, not very. I blabbed Novak's whereabouts to you tonight.
Oh, you feel responsible, that's it.
I'll give you just 5 seconds to tell me where he is.
Keep out of this, Steve. You will never find him.
Maybe I can wring it out of you. No,
Hurry! Oh. That's enough. Get out. Oh, it was foolish of you, Steve. You're in my world now.
What was your cut of the blood money?
20,000 pounds, plus what the Countess owed me. You see, for some time I have been buying up her unpaid bills and notes.
Oh, so that's how you got your invitation tonight.
The Countess could hardly exclude me from her party, could she?
What makes you think you can buy yourself respectability?
I've already started. Come here. Look down there. There is where most cafe girls end their careers. I was smarter than the rest. I own this cafe. And one day soon I will move to a villa overlooking the whole city. And I will make people forget what I once was. And I will do it with money, Steve.
Yeah, that's the only way you will do it.
Forget Novak. He's nothing. You will not find him.
So I'll waste my time.
By midnight, he will be out of Tangier. Come back when all of this unpleasantness is over. Steve.
But I've got to see the Countess. Where did she go? Did she say?
She didn't say. Just ordered me to stay here and took the car.
Look, when Radovan and Marisa Clausel came for Novak, did you hear how they intended to get him out of Tangier?
No, sir. But maybe that's what the Countess was watching for.
What do you mean?
She was watching the harbor entrance. Look, sir.
It's a cargo ship, anchored right outside the breakwater.
The Zagora on her way to Bulgaria. Every month about this time, she stops to refuel. Never enters the harbor, just waits for the fuel barge.
Fuel barge?
Yes, sir.
A fuel barge.
Wait till I give 3 blasts on the whistle, then come aboard quick.
Why can we not go aboard now?
Come ahead, if you don't mind explaining your silent friend to the customs police.
I say goodbye now, Victor. You did well for one so young.
You are leaving?
This is as far as I agreed to bring you. You will manage the rest. Youthfully and by avoiding brandy.
What do you want?
I have come to take Mr. Novak back with me.
We made a bargain, Countess.
Your money will be returned. You have my word.
Go back to your villa, old lady. I do not want to shoot you.
I will not leave without Mr. Novak. You will have to shoot me.
Do what he says, Countess. All right, Radovan. I've come for Mr. Novak.
But that is not what you are going to get.
Steve. The Arabs say Allah forsake Tangier, except at night. When he wraps her in a shawl of stars.
It was nice of you to come and see me, Steve.
Why not? You made a mistake, and you risked your life to correct it. Tomorrow, Novak will be on his way to the States, and Radovan will be indicted for murder.
You have been thinking about Margia all evening, Stephen, haven't you? You are wondering why she saved your life.
It doesn't make any sense. Her world down there has its own code of living.
Stephen, I think you are a little blind. Down there or up here, one thing is always the same. Women.